Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Journey to Baby Jordan. And we have our 14, 15, and 16 week update for our symptoms. So, to jump right in, sneezing hurts stomach, not all the time. Say if you feel a sneeze coming and you're prepared, it seems like I'm okay. The ones that kind of just come out real fast and catch me off guard, I have like a horrible pain in my stomach. I could be standing up or on my side. Sometimes it does not matter. Hips are popping. My hips are popping. I've never had this happen in my life, y'all. When I say, you know how sometimes you could turn your neck and it goes pop, pop, pop. I stand up out of bed or out of my chair, and like the same way my back will pop, my hips are popping. And I'm starting to just feel pain in my hips, just pain in my hips. Just like not at first when I started feeling it, it was almost like a burning sensation in my hips. And now it's just pain there. And it's starting to happen it's like when I have hip pain now, I feel it in my pelvic area at the same time too. Waves of tiredness. According to my app, when you come into your second trimester, you get this boost of energy and there's more things you can do. And I don't know if it was a man who did that app or if they're just going off what they think, some females are going through. I'm going to tell you right now, the more this child grows, the more things I am experiencing. So when they say your second trimester is the one where you get all this stuff done, you get it done when you feel like it and when you can. I'm just going to say it like that. When you feel like it and when you can. Because those waves, I can be good till 10:30, then I'm tired. And then at 2 o'clock, it's like, okay, I could do a little something. And at 3:30, it's just like, I got to get to this bed. And this child is doing them somersaults in there. We know it's a boy now, baby Jordan. Um, Finally know it's a boy. Yes, I'm so excited. If you guys haven't seen my gender reveal, you can check it out. My husband was just, I told you, him and the family and the homeboys dapping it up, and I told you, and I'm just like in shock. Like, I told him, I said, I had a feeling it was a girl. I said, maybe it was arthritis I was feeling. But y'all, when I seen blue, I just was like, are you serious? Like, because every pregnancy is different. But with the baby being so high and so active, I'm just like, it's got to be a girl. It's got to be a girl. No, we're having a boy, and it's very clear. You can see his private parts in the ultrasound picture I got after I found out it was a boy. So after everybody was saying it could still be a girl, I'm like, no, it's clear. We're having a boy. My chest area, sorry, that's too out there. When it's cold, how you feel. This is year round. It seems like with these things, like I'm having a lot more tenderness, a lot more problems. Anytime I graze my chest on a bra or something, it's just like, sometimes it's just like uncomfortable. And sometimes it's like, ow, like when you hit your ankle on the foot of your bed, like, dadgum, that stuff hurts, that tight. Uh, Pressure when peeing. So they did my test when I went to the doctor. I don't have a UTI. When I go to pee, I feel pressure. When I sit down, sometimes it's like I feel pressure. It's a lot of pressure down there, and honestly, I don't know if it's from because the baby has been like standing or kicking on my C-section. It's very clear how to feel it, and I don't know if it's from my stomach being bigger, pressing onto my bladder, me peeing so much and it's going into overtime. I'm not really sure. The only thing I do know is pressure is what I feel. I feel pressure. And I wanted to name my son that, but my husband and my son had a lot of jokes about, oh, he's bleeding, put pressure on it. Oh, we need tire pressure. They had all these jokes, and I said, all right, I'm gonna leave it where I found it. Y'all right, y'all right. Whew, pressure in the bottom of the stomach too. I think that's because the baby is growing. Now, it's funny when you look at your app and it'll say, your baby's the size of a pear, and next week it's the size of an avocado. I stay in Arkansas, so you will have an onion that is this size, right? Because that's what the baby is supposed to be now, the size of an onion. This is what pretty much you're going to get from the store. When I go to my in-laws and I get an onion, it's this size. So I'm like, when you read the forums and people are confused because they're like, how could you say it's this and that? I come from a place to where it varies. Shoot, you might get a small one, you might get a big one. The one thing I can tell you, everything is different from what you get from the store, from what comes out of somebody's garden. Because I grew up, just from seeing cantaloupes this size round at the store versus you get them out of a garden and they all types of different sizes. So I thought that was funny when it told me that my baby was the size of an onion. I'm listening to all these females complaining about, it just said it was this and that. And I'm like, y'all must not be from the country, because Lord, they ain't just one size. They're multiple sizes depending on if you getting it from the store or if you're getting it homegrown straight out the garden. I'm just saying. Lightheaded. I have been lightheaded. Most of the time, when I am lightheaded, I can tell my hormones are high. So I'm guessing it has something to do with that. One of those, you'll be sitting there, on the counter, and all of a sudden it kind of feels like you're going like to the side, and then it feels like you're coming back. Like one of those type of lightheaded, not like, oh my gosh, I'm finna pass out. There was one day, I think that was the day before my gender reveal. Y'all, I don't know if my mother-in-law was like, your body can go through anything when you're pregnant, but felt like I was gonna throw up and pass out and completely drained. Like I feel like someone stuck something in my side and drained all my energy. And because I got into bed like 3 different times that day. I couldn't. I was pushing myself to get up and go to the bathroom. I was so drained. Ready to get baby's room together. So we have been waiting, guys, till we knew if it was a boy or girl, and we have been so patiently waiting before we bought our baby something, because everybody's saying buy unisex onesies, buy socks. That is not what we wanted. We wanted to buy pink or blue, and we're ready to get our office ready. Well, what was my office ready for this baby's room. We got a lot of stuff cleared out. I'll put my registry in the description if anybody wants to bless us. I finally got my registry done. We have here, y'all, and it's so sweet when I come in. My husband takes his shower and he gets the baby. This is the first thing we bought the baby, and he gets the baby and he puts it on his chest and he's like, hey boy, how my boy been doing today? How's everything going? It's so sweet. And then when he's ready to go sleep, he'll be like, all right, time to go to your mama. But y'all, it's just so adorable. Anytime my husband rubs my stomach, he either makes a noise or he's smiling from ear to ear. Like he was doing that before, but so for my husband to have this baby, to wait 15 years, I'm not going to get emotional, Lord. Stop it, stop it, stop it. It just means so much to us. And to see my husband so happy, it's Father's Day weekend. It's just a blessing, y'all. All right, baby Jordan, I'm going to sit you over here, baby. Planning baby shower. I'm in the middle of getting that done. I have one here and one where my husband is from. That way, 'cause it's hard for a lot of his family to travel. But if we have it there, it's kind of like everybody kind of gets to be a part of it, So I have two of those to start planning, which I got some calls I need to do today. um, Baby goes to Pops. Y'all, this is so crazy. My husband, I have told him at night, I'm not trying to be rude, but put your hand on like my hip or something. This child, it does not do it with nobody but my husband. When he talks to the baby, and he'll be sitting up there, be like, "Oh, she's listening. We're going to talk some other time." The baby goes to where he's talking. The baby goes to where he puts his hand at. And it wakes me up at night because my husband put his hand, he wakes up in the middle of the night, puts his hand on my stomach and rubs it, and the baby wakes up and goes to moving towards his hand. And it's so funny because for the gender reveal ultrasound, what was supposed to take 15 minutes took 35 minutes for them to find out. And I had put some blues on. The baby had did some moving, but wasn't really doing much. I said, I know how to do it. So I had my sister hand me my phone. I called my husband and I said, this is a guarantee. So the baby was down at the bottom. They could see the leg, but the cord was in between the legs. They wanted to make sure. As soon as I called my husband and the baby heard his daddy's voice, the baby went up here to my right side. They was like, whoop, we lost him. We're going to have to find him again. I said, I told y'all, when his baby hears his daddy's voice or feels his hand, he goes to his daddy. And I mean, y'all, it just amazes me. Like, it just amazes me how something like this could happen, you know? I don't know if it's from day one, the voice, the talking, a certain type of rubbing of my stomach. I don't know. But it just simply, I don't know if this has happened to anyone else. But it amazes me that a child could it's just amazing to me, y'all. It really is. Pelvic pain. Y'all, I might have even talked about this already. Pregnancy brain is real. But when I say I have pressure in my pelvic area, when I sit down, I feel pressure. Like I'm sitting, like something is down there and I'm sitting on it. That type of pressure. Pressure. Um, I have a video about talking over the gender reveal and a few things I got from the gender reveal. I'm going to get this video uploaded, that video uploaded. I'm just so, happy, guys. Like, and I'm here for everyone that has questions. I thank everyone that's been here through this journey with us. I was going back, watching some of my other videos, and I had cried today. I'm trying not to. Anytime I think about crying, I get teary-eyed. But I had a video where I was doing my pregnancy test and my ovulation test before we got pregnant. And the one time I was like, man, I'm having these pregnancy symptoms. Maybe it could be it. And I wasn't. And I kind of broke down in one of my videos. I think it was about 6 months ago, in my bathroom talking to y'all, just like, I just want to tell my husband I'm pregnant and I'm giving him his baby, this is blood. And my husband had watched that video at work and came home, Lord, I'm not going to cry, and told me, baby, I'm happy. Lord, I'm happy regardless. I already have a son. Of course, my husband came into my son's life when he was 2 years old. You can't tell him any different. He don't want to hear any different. That is his son. That's his boy. And I just wanted to give him, my husband and my mother, a child that is theirs, because if you watch my gender reveal, you'll hear my mother talking about that, about, a child of her, from her blood, from her. And that's what we've been trying to do for years, guys, like years. Me and my husband will have been married 12 years next month and be together 16 years. And guys, it's just been a beautiful thing, I feel sorry for anyone who has to watch videos like this and is waiting for their time, because Having patience sometimes is hard. You can give something to the Heavenly Father and then still try to take it back, and it's hard to not to give it to him and leave it there sometimes when it's been so long and you're watching everyone else having babies. And so just know I'm praying for you. It took us over a decade to get pregnant and to get to this point. And I'm telling you, everyone has a time and a place, a season and a purpose. And the best thing you can do is be positive and grateful for what you have. And just keep telling yourself that I know the Heavenly Father has not forsaken me and my time is coming. Because I promise you it is. I promise you it is. Because right when I got a nice collection of wine and was looking into getting a puppy, is when we got blessed, guys. I literally I literally think that me just going into effort mode and just, I was actually, I can tell you the month we got happy, I was very busy and I didn't think about really being pregnant. I didn't even do ovulation tests. I was just living, not thinking about a baby, and it happened. So I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. And just know, if you're going through something, you are in my thoughts and my prayers, and I'm here for you. And if it happened for someone like me and my husband, it took this long, everything that we have been through, Lord, it will happen for you. You guys have a wonderful, blessed day, and thank you for staying here with us.